Hi guys, we're back with Dynamic Fitness Teasers, and we're going to show you how to stretch out those wrists. So in all the Surya Namaskars that we've seen so far, it can be wrist heavy, right? Especially for those of you that are on the computer a lot or have carpal tunnel or whatnot. So one of the first things you can do, Kara's here to show us. She's going to place the hands flat in front of her knees, shoulder width apart, and she'll spread the fingers very wide, and then she's going to come up off of the heels so that she's on her knees and lean forward as much as she can into the hands, into the wrists. Right, now she can play with that a little, so the feet will stay on the ground, and she'll lean backwards, feet on the ground. She'll lean back and then lean forward again. So she'll shift her weight back and forth to stretch the wrists. Right, this is one of the first stretches you can do. It's one of the more obvious ones. Right, I'm just going to zoom in on the hand position so that you can see very well what she's doing with her hands here. All right, now she's going to lean backwards and flip her palms the other way. So she'll turn her fingers in to face the knees, and she'll lean backwards like she's going to sit on towards her heels. Right, so she'll lean back, sitting towards the heels. She can stay in that position for a little bit, or you can shift. If it's too painful, you can shift forward and back, forward and back. And always breathe, especially when the stretch gets more intense. All right, now turn your hands back around the regular way again, and you'll turn the fingers so that they face in towards the knees, right? So just reverse where the hands are, and you'll lean backwards. Right now, if you're like Kara right now, you might be a little bit too far forward with the body, so you could move the body backwards away from the hands. Just scooch the knees back, 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 right? And then you'll have somewhere to lean backwards too. So now she's going to lean back, and if you really want a lot of stretch here, you can lean back, pause there, and bend the elbows slightly, right? It'll give you a nice big stretch down the front of the wrists. All right, now the other ones we can do, you're going to turn both hands so that they face into each other, right, like so. Kara. Yes, good. And the wrists can touch together, and she's just going to shift her weight from the left to the right. So she's just lean left to right, left to right, left to right. And obviously you choose how intense this is going to be, right? So if it's hurting a lot, if it's too much, you do little ones. If you want a big stretch, you do a big one. Now she can also make a circle going around the wrist. So she'll go forward, side, back, and around and around and around, right? And you can play with your weight. So it's your body that creates the stretch, your body weight. She'll reverse the direction, around and around. Good. And then from there, she's going to come off of her hand so that she's just sitting on her heels once again. So just have a seat down there on your heels. And she'll bring her hands up in front of her, and she's just going to shake the hands vertically, right, up and down, up and down, up and down. And she can make sure that it's not her whole arm that's shaking, just the wrist. Only the wrist will shake. And we can also go horizontally, right? So we're going left and right, left and right, left and right, right, isolating just in the wrist, all right, to shake it out and loosen it up. Good. Now the last thing we can do to stretch out the wrist, we'll interlace the fingers. She's going to interlace your fingers, and she'll make a circle with her fisted hands. Right, round and around and around and around and around. And now lots of fun. Try to reverse that circle. Oh my goodness, what are we doing now? Right, we all get very confused with this. But it is a great way to keep our wrists healthy, especially when we're doing all those Surya Namaskars in our yoga practice. Cool. Thanks, Kara.